up, Wedding Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Fairy Tail Chapter 503. And before we get into the chapter today, I want to announce that there is a Fairy Tail spinoff. There's actually multiple Fairy Tail spinoffs. There's two that are already complete. There's a Wendy spinoff, and there is a Gray spinoff. The Gray spinoff is really good. It's how, for those nerdigans that don't know what the Gray spinoff is, it's how Gray gets to Fairy Tail. It's his journey to Fairy Tail, and it's really good. And I hope what Mashima, I was hoping what Mashima did with that was, especially with one of the characters in particular in that story, was bring him back as a villain later on, but unfortunately he hasn't done it yet. But yeah, and then Wendy's I haven't read yet. I keep forgetting to. I need to read it. But the new one and obviously there's Fairy Tail Zero, but the new one that's out, and it's really good, and and Mashima hasn't finished it yet. It's called Fairy Tail Gaiden Raigu Isen, and it's really freaking good. And what it is, it's a Loxus spinoff, and it takes place during the 1 year time skip when Loxus and the Thunder God tribe are at Blue Pegasus, and it's so good. It really is. So I really recommend you nerdigans check it out, and I'm all caught up with it. So when the new chapter comes out for Fairy Tail Gaiden Raigu Isen, I'm definitely going to be doing a nerdigan live reaction for it. Okay, now I can talk about the last week's chapter. So last week's chapter was, for the most part, I really liked it, even though I'm still kind of pissed at the whole thing with fucking Gil coming back. When fucking Levi punched him, though, I think Levi represented the whole fan base when she punched him. I was like, thank you. I was like thinking, yeah, she kind of represents the whole Fairy Tail fan base. But at the same time, I was like, and also part of me was like thinking, where the fuck is Gray right now? I'm hoping we get to see Gray, especially right now, because Natsu's about to transform into E.N.D. And I love that the tumor that's inside of him is what's causing him to transform into E.N.D. And I might, depending on how Mashima does this chapter, I might do a Manga Nerdigan theory on this, or an Manga Nerdigan in-depth video on this. We'll see. Because I have a ton of videos I have to do today, and I have a lot of shit I have to do today, so we'll see. And if Brandish is fucking dead, I'm gonna call bullshit, because Brandish can heal herself. This is a load of bullshit if Brandish is dead. I'm gonna call bullshit. I really am. I'm gonna call total bullshit. This will be a bullshit death for me. Anyway, and Mess, you need to go. You need to die. Fuck you, Mess. I hope Mess dies at some point in this arc, because Mess needs to fucking die. He is a piece of shit character. And another thing I want to know is, where the fuck is August? I've been wondering where August is. Here we go. So we got Wendy on the cover this week. Charla. The path to adulthood. She reached the age where she's conscious of the gazes of others. All right. The battlefield has descended into chaos. Meanwhile, Natsu and Lucy are in their greatest dilemma ever. The last sight I beheld is what the chapter is called. Ooh. I can't wait. Oh. You know what I just realized? I hope Gray doesn't see that Juvia's alive yet. Because the reason why I bring this up, Gray is in this Super Saiyan rage-like state. Like, you know, if you remember when, especially like in this most recent Dragon Ball Super chapter, and also in the Cell Saga, when Gohan went Super Saiyan 2, and when Trunks went Super Saiyan 2. Sorry, spoiler alert. Remember that shit? If I want Gray to be like that, and probably Gray will probably go Super Saiyan 2. Fuck, he might go Super Saiyan 3 when he sees Natsu, the state of Natsu. I just don't want Juvia to be I don't want him to see Juvia. But okay. Natsu. Fuck, Lucy's tits got bigger. Or is that just me? What is this? When did I... Magic sealing stone. Ishgal actually has rather convenient tools, wouldn't you say? Oh, not long ago, I was done in by them as well. Restrained, tied up, and looking pitiful with no means of escape. Pretty much how you are now. How could you do that to Brandish? How could you do that to Brandish? Me? No, you were the one who broke her. And no matter what, how much you beg and plead, I will have you pay for it. Teleportation? What? What's the big idea, you pervert? Give it back. Oh, god damn it. There's times when fan service works and times when fan service doesn't work. And no, I'm trying to remember the manga. Oh, Zedai carrying children can make fan service work just fine. Fairy Tail, you're not making fan service work right now. I'm sorry. Oh, don't you worry. I'll strip down this guy too, and then you'll be in the same boat. Although the little punk's not moving at all, is he? Don't tell me he's already dead. Click. What big, beautiful eyes you have. I wonder, are all Ishgalians born with them? Ooh. Oh! This could be a rape scene. Are we getting berserk stuff like right now? Oh, shit. Just looking at them really pisses me off. I suppose gouging them out would be a good place to start, don't you think? That's the best expression you can manage. Some tears and screaming in terror would be nice. It would really help to set the mood. I'd rather lose my eyes than entertain your twisted fetishes, you scum. Even if I can see everyone's smiling faces, I'll always remember each and every one of them. The sight of our guild, the streets of Magnolia, with all the shops and houses, all the stains and dirty spots on the books I've read. I'll remember them all. If you're really going to do it, then get on with it already. Don't think for a second that I'm scared of the likes of you. Oh, you rebellious little bitch. I'm going to take that pretty face of yours and take my time covering it in scars. Uh-oh. Natsu. Uh-oh. Stab. Uh-oh. Huh? What just splattered blood? My restraints have been undone. And the chair I was tied to shattered in pieces? What happened to her? And what happened to Natsu? Oh, what the fuck just happened? I know the Nalu monster. Natsu? Where's Natsu? It's a monster. It couldn't be Natsu? That he can move freely within my time. I've never seen anything like it. You're telling me his power surpasses even the gods? Something capable of those feats? It could only be E.N.D. Lucy! Happy, wah! Natsu isn't with you? Polyuskia! See, I told you, Brandish is alive! Brandish is alive! Told you, dirty kids, Brandish is alive! Told you bitches, Brandish wasn't gonna die. Randy, you're still alive, what a relief. More importantly, you must find Mari with those restraints immediately while you still can. Mari can stop time, so dealing with her attacks would be quite troublesome. Just what exactly happened here? Your guess is as good as mine. I was captured together with Natsu, but when I came to my senses, that woman was barely conscious, mumbling to herself, and Natsu was nowhere to be found. Oh, we're gonna find him. Do you recall the tumor which would form within Natsu? at the time I was under the impression that it was an etherano tumor which had developed due to Natsu overexerting his magic power. However, it turns out it was something else entirely. Even I cannot determine what exactly it is. But in response to this girl returning to the tumor to its former size, it's likely that his body suffered an attack, or perhaps it would be more accurate to say it has awakened a sinister demonic power. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, and I think I think Neverworld mentioned this, is that, and I probably am going to make a video about this, about how E.N.D was suppressing the demon power. I'm going to do this in another video. Happy's like thinking, E.N.D? I have to search for Natsu. Looking like that? Pervs. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, Lucy, you do not want to go topless. Zareth. Where is Zareth? There he is. Oh, my God! Right! Oh, I called it! 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 Thank you, Machina! I fucking called it! We're getting a Grey Natsu fight. Natsu. Grey. Oh. Next week is going to be the best fucking chapter of Fairy Tail. As long as Juvia doesn't show up, we're going to have the best fucking chapter of Fairy Tail. We're going to have the best motherfucking chapter of Fairy Tail. Because their two fates, while being strung along by Zareth, will now violently and tragically clash. Ooh, and the next chapter is called Rift. What did I say at the beginning of the chapter, Nerdigans? What did I say? I said that just watch. Natsu is going to run into Grey. Because we haven't seen Grey yet. I can't wait to see what the fuck happens to Grey. What's your thoughts about this chapter? And maybe tomorrow I'll put out a video about what I think, like an in-depth video about what's going on with Grey, or not with Grey, with Natsu, and what has been unleashed with E.N.D. And I want to know what you nerdigans are expecting. I'm expecting the most epic fucking fight in Fairy Tail. And friendship ain't gonna save these fuckers. It ain't. The only thing, and the reason why Grey was saved, remember, Grey's soul was gonna be darkened and going into total darkness if he killed Juvia. But the only reason he didn't was because of Juvia's blood transfusion purifying him. So that's the only reason why. But I think as long as Juvia doesn't show up, I think Grey will be okay. But the real question is, actually, I have a question for you nerdigans on this. Do you nerdigans think, with Grey fighting Natsu, do you think the darkness in Grey's soul is going to come back? And that's the purpose of Juvia coming back to life. To prevent Grey's soul from going back to the darkness. Because if that's the case, then I can accept Juvia coming back to life. And I want to know if you nerdigans feel that way. Because I can accept it. I can accept Juvia coming to life, back to life, if that's the case. But what I think about the Lucy getting tortured scene, there's a way to do it, Mashima. There is. There's a way to do torture scenes and shit like that. Go read fucking Mashima, you need to read Berserk and see how to fucking do a torture scene. Berserk knows how to do a fucking torture scene. And for fan service, go read Zedai Karen Children. Zedai Karen Children knows how to do fan service like perfectly. But anyway, let me know what you think of the chapter, and let me know what you're expecting in next week's fight. And I hope it's gonna be more than one chapter. Like, I want like Kubo like fights. Like, I want a Kubo like fight. What I mean by that is for Bleach, for those nerdigans that have never read Bleach, what Kubo did is for epic fights is he would drag out the fight so that we got a really good match and we got to really enjoy the fight, because this is supposed to be one of the biggest fights in Fairy Tail. We've been waiting for this fight, Gray versus E.N.D. This is what we've been waiting for, motherfucker. So we better get a good fight, Mashima. Anyway, and I called it. Anyway, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. And if you love what I'm doing and want to expand their Nerdigans, help expand the Nerdigans Inc. Help expand Nerdigans Inc. There's a couple ways you can do that. You can donate to the Nerdigans Inc. Patreon or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. Both links are in the description box below. Also, I am doing a 2-for-1 live stream today. I am doing for my Super Kami Fantasy Guru live stream, which is on my Vaughn Live channel. That link's in the description box below, and guest chat's enabled for that. I am not only going to be doing fantasy football like I usually do, I'm actually going to do the debate because I've been requested to do that by my my fellow Nerdigans. So I hope you guys donate, because I'm really going to be killing myself today. Also, so yeah, you don't have to create an account, which is pretty sweet. For my Vaughn Live channel. Yeah, oh, and make sure you follow me on Twitch, because I will post when I'm live as well. What's the other thing? And Twitch is Twitter, by the way, for those that are new here. And make sure you follow my Twitch channel and friend me on PlayStation Network. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.